Hey, what's up, Amy? Hey, Mom. Welcome back. How was y'all's day? Mom and Amy both. Is the game too loud compared to my voice? Do I need to turn the game down? I think it might be too loud. Let's go to like 60. I hate that you can't toggle that down. A little. Okay, there. That should be a little better. I googled the problem I was having with the last story car I was working on, the one that I had to replace body parts on, and somebody had a suggestion, and I was like, oh my god, why didn't I think of that? Probably because 2015 didn't have it in the game at all. But I think I know the problem. Had a hard Monday, I did nothing, and it was frustrating. I did, yes. Actually, I don't even need to move that car if this is correct. Well, I'm a very lazy person, so doing nothing sounds awesome. Put in the garage entrance. Let's come over here to the computer. That is just a generic white plate. Rear license plate. So that's in Alabama. Alabama!
It doesn't say like on the car manifest.
No, it doesn't, because technically it's not a missing piece.
I mean, it doesn't say what
License plate standard. Assemble mode. I think the damn thing was missing a license plate. A license plate! Ugh. That's all it was. Alright. Let's expand the garage. Shall we? Or is this locked? No, it's locked! Damn! Let's see. 5% more income from finished orders. Successful repair chance set to 55. Instantly examine 3 pieces. I can't do that yet. Faster part examination. 50% faster part examination. That could be useful. Let me do the 5% discount in shops. Okay. So now parts are going to cost less. Let's get another car, shall we? Here's the next story vehicle. I came back from a party and it seems that I fell into a well. Please assess the damage and repair what you can. It's my father-in-law's car. Fell into a well? I mean... Oh. Oh, those rims are jacked. That shock is destroyed. The radiator's destroyed. Okay. So there's going to be a lot of work there. Let's do this vehicle first. Fuel filter. Find gear problems. Suspension is rattling. God. Oh. This vehicle, though. Your school paid off. She guessed it was the license plate. Yummies. Yummies. Hold on. Ow. Okay. Minimum replacement part percentage 42%. Oh, I'm pretty sure the Del Rey Custom is supposed to be the Bel Air, yeah. Man, that is swervy. The car weighs a ton, but it is wobbly as hell. Okay, that should tell me a good list of broken stuff. There's definitely stuff broken in that. Look at that. Yep, that's broke. Most of this is busted. Take that off. Okay, we're gonna have to take off that suspension arm. Okay, that's all swapped out. Steering rack doesn't look too bad. There's definitely parts over here. Yeah, all that's gonna have to come out. Is there stuff in the back? Yeah, there's some bolts back there. That inner tie rod looks good. That sway bar's got to come out of there. That shock is jacked. Let's take that knuckle off. I think that knuckle's going to have to be replaced. So that's all of that. We'll come back here. One of those U-bolts was just trashed, wasn't it? No, those are orange, not red. That's not too bad. Wait a second. Saw some parts in the engine compartment. Let's drop this thing down. Oh, that's the fuel filter. I already knew that. Okay. How are we looking for parts here? And that's everything. Or at least it's everything, I think. Let's see what we can repair. Nothing. Never mind. Okay. 2 outer tie rods, 1 inner tie rod, and a fuel filter. 2 outers, 1 inner, fuel filter. Okay. Sway bar front end link B, 2 of those. Front end link B. Wheel hub bearing. Didn't I need 2 of those? Yes, wheel hub bearing 2. 3 rubber bushings. I have plenty of brand new ones. Wheel hub bearings 2. There are some things that I would just like to tell the game always keep like 5 in stock kind of thing. That would be a really nice feature. Okay, rubber bushings, I at least have 3, right? Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Upper suspension, bottom suspension, and a front wheel hub. Upper suspension arm, bottom suspension arm. I hope they didn't have letters on them. No, they didn't. Okay. And I got that. Now I also need the front steering knuckle C. Front steering knuckle C. In theory, that should be it, but I'm probably missing something. Probably stuff that was marked off on the car and... Or it was given to me on the list and I didn't see it. Which is fine. Once I look at the list and find what's missing, it won't take that long to go get it. Said 42% was the minimum, so I'll go ahead and put the 42 back on there. Outer tie rod. Put a new one of those on there. Slap the... Oh, the shock needs to be replaced. Both of them. Okay. I'm going to stop there so I know to come back. Bottom suspension arm. So you know what? I'm going to put the good enough rubber bushings on there. Upper arm. Yep. Slap that on there. Alright, let's go dismantle these shocks and rebuild those. Okay. I need 2 caps, 1 spring, and 1 double wishbone. 2 caps, 1 spring, 1 double wishbone. Spring and a new cap. Okay. Excellent. Now let's look at the lists. Wheel hub bearing, those still need to be replaced. Wheel hub bearing. Okay, I just haven't installed those yet, so I think we're good. Hey, what's up, Baka? Long time no see. Enjoying your own homemade caramel ice cream. Barking up the wrong tree with that one. I'm not very big on caramel. Yeah, more for you. Yeah, chocolate is my jam. Chocolate, vanilla, Reese's cup, cookies and cream, cookie dough. Made everything from scratch. Dang. So rubber bushing at 55%. Can I also make cocoa ice cream? That's interesting. Alright, so this needs to get moved onto the lifter. That's the story car. What's this one? Change and replace the oil, replace all filters, poor brake performance. God, I cannot talk. What is this? Tapping sounds from the engine bay. Engine power has failed. Put in new timing parts. Vehicle cannot start. Brake system needs fixing. I want that one. That car sounds like it's got a lot broken with it. Dang. Yeah, what's up, David? To answer your question, you texted me. Sorry, Matt. I'm not. You're not my type. Thanks, Dave. Maybe one of these days. Don't wear loose-fitting shorts. I'll get in there. Yeah, that powder blue. That's nice, isn't it? Let's get this car up off the ground. There's some stuff in here that needs to get replaced, but the majority of it's underneath. So we'll start underneath. Nope, don't take that off. Lol at Tappy laughing in the background. Laugh again, that was funny. Too much pressure. That's right, the wheel hub bearing. Forgot about that. Take the knuckle off. Yeah, dude, you did a number to your father-in-law's car, man. Should be purple. Will not disagree with that. Wait, how is that attached? Oh, it's attached with this. Okay, gotcha. Sway bar. Just unscrew it from the air there. Can't take the radiator off, that's alright. Okay, rear tire. I think by I hit a well, what he actually meant was like a pothole. Because all the damage is on one side. Oh my god. Tore that muffler apart. Okay. Oh, the battery's in the back of the car. That's interesting. Something to note on this vehicle. Batteries in the trunk. You're like some kind of super mechanic, zipping around this car like the Flash, tearing it apart. Dude, I played 2015 a lot after you played it the first time. And so, like, when 2018 came out, I was all like, I'm buying this day one. I'm getting this game. I had a lot of fun with the original. Almost got to the end game on that one, and I certainly plan on doing it on this one. Because this game adds a lot of additional features that the other one just didn't have. Oh, gotta take that bushing out. Alright, that knuckle's gone. There's something there. Or is that just a tiny bit of damage? That's just a tiny bit. Okay. I think we can skip all that. I think that's good. Alright. Can we fix any of this? Maybe. Wait, what's the minimum part repair on this car? 100%. Brand new. I doubt I'll be able to repair it all the way to 100%. Oh, 85 on the first try. Screw it. Let's see how well we did. Hey, 100% there. I think I broke the rear arm, but it looks like I fixed the other two. Excellent. So you just practically took apart the whole motor? No, actually, I didn't touch the motor at all. It's still up in there, doing just fine. I took apart all of the side steering on one end. You read that 2015 is actually better in real-world accuracy than this one. I think the problem is that this game is not, it's not 100% yet. I'll be the first to admit, this game is buggy. There's stuff that is wrong. Parts seem to come apart in the wrong order sometimes. Although I will say that some parts when we were playing, when you played 2015 and then I played it like for 6 months after you stopped, there were still parts in that game that were coming off in the wrong order. So, but as far as the stuff that they've really improved on that I really like this radio menu. It makes it a lot easier than hitting like 1, 2, 3, 4 to change the different modes, in my opinion. The ordering system is better, but not everything is working the way they intended. Like, there's this test track in here, and if you get into a car on the test track, it soft locks the game. So they certainly need to release a couple of just all-around performance patches. They need to release a patch that fixes the minor things that are buggy, that aren't working as intended. The UI doesn't work perfectly. Like, sometimes this text box right here will collapse down to a single line, and it won't let you scroll through the text. So if this has some information about what you need to do to fix the car, you'll not be able to read it anymore. So there are certainly issues with the game, but I feel like it's going to be, once they get those issues squared away, I think it's going to be great. Okay, rear suspension arm A. Rear suspension arm, okay. Also, I like the way they changed the way the computer ordering system works, so it's a little more fluid. Rear suspension arm B, I need one of those. I had that up. So, like, obviously, when I go back into the computer, it's still at the same screen that I left off on. Super handy. Didn't used to do that. Rear axle knuckle housing A. Rear axle knuckle housing A. There are certainly a lot more individual parts. Like, it used to be every single car consisted of basically the same parts with a couple of minor adjustments. Like, this model has this size part and this one has this size part. In this version, it seems like every single car has at least like a dozen things on it that no other car does. So it makes it for a lot of, there's still universal parts that fit on almost every car, but there's also a lot that don't fit on any car except the exact one you're working on. Spring cap and a brake disc. Brake disc. I still wish they would make the ordering process a little easier, because it still takes a long time to order all your parts unless you have like this freakish memory. Okay, inner tie rod, outer tie rod, and a rear muffler I4. Rear muffler I4. Rear shock absorber A, front steering knuckle A. Front steering knuckle A. Rear shock absorber A. Yeah, that was fun. Okay, brake disc vented brake caliper. And then I've got a front wheel hub and a front axle knuckle cover. Front axle knuckle cover. What was the other one? Front wheel hub. Gotcha. Well, I mean, like, I've got a notepad here, and I could write all this stuff down. The game does have... That's the one thing I really like that doesn't quite work right yet. If you find a part on the car that's broken, like, say the steering rack is broken, you can right-click, car stack... Actually, no, that's the wrong thing, sorry. Right-click, parts notes, add to list. So then you get this shopping list, and you can come over to the computer, and you can click on your shopping list, and it'll list everything right here, and you can go steering rack, right? But this doesn't work work properly yet, because if you accidentally add something to the list that you don't want, so let's say I'll add this front sway bar, and I'll add this gearbox, and we'll add this front thing. Alright, now if I go over to the steering rack and I'm like, I don't need to replace that. Right click on the steering rack, parts, delete, it purges the entire shopping list. I just wanted to delete that one part, but it deletes everything from your list. And at that point, it's not worth it to me to struggle with building an entire parts list only to screw up and delete the whole thing at the very end. So I don't even want to fart with it. But if they fix things like that, it'll quickly become much better than 2015, in my opinion. Okay. I think one of the problems with the game's not perfect. The game came out, there's some significant bugs with it. But I tend to stand by my normal view of a lot of people like to shit on games that just came out solely because people will Google this game bad review, but nobody Googles this game good review. So all the bad review stuff gets lots of hits and everybody reads that and they become more popular. So even if you just type in review, all the bad ones are at the top of the list. So I tend to give games a little more leeway. Front shock absorber, front shock absorber cap. But I'll be the first to admit that I do that. So you can take that with a grain of salt when you listen to how I review something. I may be giving it the benefit of the doubt that it may never actually achieve. Well, yeah, I know, but front shock absorber, that, okay. I can understand people being overly critical of AAA titles. Yeah, see, like this right here, this front shock absorber screwed into nothing. The knuckles should be there first. What just happened? Okay, just bounce out of that. I right-clicked when I was left-clicking at the same time. So, I mean, there are some inaccuracies as far as that's concerned. Reinstall this. But I mean, this is an indie title. It's a job simulator game. They're not going to straight up get the same, like, budgetary capabilities when they're designing their game. So I'll give them a little more leeway, you know? They didn't have a multi-million-dollar budget to create this game, most likely. So the fact that it performs this well is pretty good. Muffler on. But I mean, I get games for entertainment reasons. Do I find the game fun? Yes. Would I recommend the game? Yes. Is it perfect? No. Few games are nowadays. And I'm fine with that. Put that shock absorber on. Okay, what else we got? We got this bushing right here. Don't forget that. That'll come back to bite me in the ass. Oh, there's that cap. That's right. Okay, so now the tires aren't on, but that's okay. Let's look at the parts list. The rims are damaged, that I can fix. Front and rear springs still need to be replaced. I haven't taken this out on the test road, did I? Here, let's do that real quick. Ow, that's bright. Okay. Let's throw these crappy tires back on and take it back out onto the test road and see if it'll list any other components that are missing. Over here. Which one is it? What are you? You are a Salem Spectre, so it's not that. Roadster. Don't hit the barriers. Alright, whatever. Back up off that. That is loose. Clunk. What else we got? That doesn't look too bad. Oh, that rear spring is at 80%. It needs to be a minimum of... that one actually is going to need to be replaced. That's probably what it's complaining about right there. Rear spring. 2 rims. Part not discovered. Let's throw some testing tools at this thing and see what else it comes up with. Hello? I gotta be in here. Okay, gotcha. That's all good. Nope. That all came back okay. And yeah, let's do the electronic meter. Well, that's okay. Alright, so none of that stuff is busted. Alright, is this front shock absorber the one that's only like 90%? Oh, these are rear. Sorry. %, 90. Oh, the spring is 90%. Huh. I think I'm just gonna have to take that one off the car. What's in the way there? Oh, that. I can fix that. %. That's not that bad. That rubber bushing can be trashed. Huh. Let's get the 2 new rims he's gonna need. Where are his damaged rims? Oh, I haven't taken them apart yet. Duh. Wait, did I take the right ones off the car? Ugh. That would help. We will dismantle that. Sorry about that. And dismantle that tire. Yeah, I know, right? I'm like, rims are fine. Okay, what kind of rims are these? Rim Classic 06 18-inch. Rims Classic 06. Crap. Need 2 of those. Can I fix the old ones? Nope. Sell them. Do I think I could fix a car? Absolutely not. Wait, where are the 17s? 17. What? Do I think I could look at a car and go, this is probably your problem? Yes. I need the 18s, actually. I'm an idiot. Like, I could say, it could be this or this or this kind of thing. I think I could do that. 18s, there we go. What about after playing My Summer Car? No. Same situation. Highly unlikely. We gotta balance the tire. I like how the length of time this takes is kind of random within a range. Sometimes it'll finish in like 3 rotations, sometimes it'll go 6 or 7 times before it's done. Because certain tires will take a lot longer to balance than others, just because they're more off balance. Okay. So, let's... It gets a little frustrating at parts like this when stuff is still broken, yet the repair percentage is like... I'll only accept a part if it's 100%, and the part that they're angry about is like 96%, and I can't tell the difference between 100% green and 96% green. I guess I could do this. Any parts I do recognize, I'll mark. The rest of those are missing. Okay. So there's that spring. He doesn't like this spring. Yeah, see, it marks that spring and that cap as green, but they don't like it. So we're going to take that cap and that spring off. And then there's a spring over here on that shock that it doesn't like. Components that I can see off the top of my head. It didn't like the rims, but they're in my inventory. I gotta take that spring apart to get it that. Separate. I think. Which one? Which one does it not like? Screw it, we'll separate them both. I'm gonna get 2 front springs and a rear spring. We'll just put all new springs in there so that they don't complain. They're cheap enough. That's the wrong page. Main shop. 2 front springs and a rear spring. Needed a rear shock absorber cap too. 2 front springs, the rear spring, shock absorber cap. I didn't complain about anything else. Alright, so we'll reassemble those, attach those back to the car. Put that back together. Don't stand right next to the spring, to the shock building machine. Oops, that's disassembled. I don't want that. Okay. We'll reattach these springs. Let's put that sway bar back on there. And we'll reattach that spring. Reattach that sway bar. Alright, now what are we looking at? Oh, I forgot to put the rear shock absorber back on. Whoops, that's important. That's good. Those are good. It doesn't like that. Or that. Really? I thought I just replaced those parts. Alright, full replacement shock absorber then. See, I'm gonna need a front shock absorber and a front absorber cap. Front shock absorber and a cap. Brand new 100% shock. Over here, actually. Wait, does that also mean that a Necco wafer is a wafer made out of cats? Because that's weird. Oh, those are new. I can put those back on the car. If I'm not mistaken, a Necco wafer is like a British cookie kind of thing. Maybe it's Australian, I can never remember properly. Alright, now let's look at the rest. That's good. That's good. That rim is good. There's still one rim it don't like. This one. Really? Were there 3 damaged rims? Huh. Alright. Whatever. We'll dismantle that. Let's go back to the rim store. Classic 6 18-inch. Take that apart. Wait. Where's my 18-inch? There it is. Reassemble. Yeah, for sure. Thank you. Yep. Alright, now we'll throw that tire back on the car again. And hopefully we can find the other parts it doesn't like. Three random components there. 2 in there. Yeah, see, please assess the damage. See, here's the prime example. The text box has been reduced to 1 line. And there's no way to scroll through that. So now I have no idea what the text says. So they're going to have to fix that. Aha. Radiator's busted. Small intercooler? Huh. The rest of this seems okay. I mean, it doesn't look amazing, but it doesn't look terrible either. Yeah, I wish the color coding on these parts would be color coded dependent on how picky the client is on part quality. Otherwise, everything just looks green in this car. Dude, Dutch babies are the best. Remember from Bob's Burgers?
Yeah,
It's like a pancake, but it's really puffy. Radiator A. Reassemble. Let's put the radiator back in. Actually, can I repair the radiator? I might be able to. No. Too far damaged. Okay. What else we got? Still 2 parts not discovered there. And 2 parts not discovered there. Oh, that's problematic. Let's look at the exhaust system, see if anything else is damaged there. Boo! Yeah, he probably would. Ah, some rubber bushings are damaged. Swear to God, dude, these rubber bushings. They're gonna kill me. Let's check, check that fuel pump. 89%? Okay. Check these front rubber bushings, see if they're damaged. That one looks busted. Yep. Let's put some 89s back in there. 89, is 89 sufficient on this vehicle? No. Alright, let's just go buy a buttload of rubber bushings again. Apparently I'm out. put the fuel pump back in so I don't forget that. Because I would. Let's put that bushing back. Let's go back to the front of the car. Okay, now let's check it out. The exhaust pipe needs to be replaced. But that's it. Just the exhaust pipe. See, and if I go to examine, it looks fine. It's annoying. Okay. Yeah, but the car I think had a minimum of like 90.
I know, but I'm just saying it's so nitpicky.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said I wish the coloring was based off of how good they expected the parts to be, so that like if an item was 90% and the car wouldn't accept it, it would be colored differently. Oh, it's just called exhaust pipe. There it is. Found it. But it's a story car, so it's slowly unlocking. They're supposed to be difficult. It's slowly unlocking additional stuff for me. Okay, cool. That's gone. Let's sell some of these bushings. That exhaust pipe can stay. Somebody's going to say, replace it with a part that's like 85%, and I'll just slap that 90% exhaust pipe on there. Okay, move car to the lifter. There's the next story vehicle. Had a small accident on the express road. An 18-wheeler pushed me off the road. I know the car doesn't look so great, but I cannot afford anything else right now. It needs to run. It just needs to run. So it's basically, I don't care, just make it work. Make it work. Thank you. Tapping for, oh, this is the difficult one. Engine power has failed. Tapping from the engine bay. New timing parts. Vehicle will not start. So this is a prime example of what we were talking about the other day, Amy, when somebody just brings a car in and says, I hear noise from the engine bay and the car won't start. Fix it. That's basically all they tell you. So initially speaking, I definitely see problems here. So we're going to start dismantling the timing components. Knocking from the engine bay is probably going to be... I don't think it's the elves that live in the engine, but good guess. I give you points for effort on that one. C for effort. All right. So on this one, we're gonna have tie rods, I think, like piston rods. I forget what they're called. I'm pretty sure we have piston rods on this one. I'm taking that off. These ignition coils look okay, but we're going to take off the head covers. But before we do that, we need to empty the oil. By the way, David, they improved on this. When you wanted to drain oil, move it to car lifter A. Boom, it's in place. So you have to line it up with the stupid drain list. The drain plug. That was annoying as hell in the first game. Okay, engine's drained. Now we can take the heads off. Ah, here we go, the camshaft. Okay, so I am going to have to dismantle all of this. That was one of my big annoyances in 2015. I did, towards the end of me playing it for a long time, I did actually get really accurate. Like, I would say maybe half the time I could line it up on the first shot. And I would just, like, roll it over there and let go, and it would be in the right spot. I wouldn't have to eyeball it or anything. But it did take me quite a while to get good at that. Timing cover is going to have to come off the front. Got two big old timing belts in there. I have to take off that cam gear, pull out that camshaft. That looks okay. Let's take the fuel rails out. Take a look under the... Oh, I can't take the intake manifold off. What's holding that in place? The throttle. Alright, so let's hit this thing. Let's hit it with the compression tester and see if anything else is wrong in there that I'm missing. How often do you change your PC mice? Yeah, I'm with David, as little as possible. I try to not change my PC mouse. So yeah, if you've had your mouse for 10 years and you still love it and it still works great, don't replace it. Oh, the battery's dead. Well, let's pull that out. That would have taken me a while to figure out. Let's examine the air filter. Whoa! Alright, the cover's damaged. Let's look at the clips here. Eventually the game's going to start throwing broken clips at me and pissing me off. I hear a knocking from under the engine, and I take the entire engine apart, replace all the components with brand new, slap it back in there, and he's like, it's still there. And it turns out it's a stupid clip on the air filter. That's a few things as annoying as that. Let's take the cover off of that. That's going to get replaced. What's everything else look like? Camshaft, ignition coil, fuel rail, air filter cover, and another part. Vehicle cannot start. You know, it might be the stupid fuel pump. It is the fuel pump. I see it. Haha, I got you that time, you little turd. I spent like 45 minutes on one car trying to find this one damn part, and it turned out to be the stupid fuel pump in the back. Fix anything. Nope, everything I could fix is good enough. Okay, water pump pulley, water pump V8, and belt tensioner. Learn how to spell, Matt. Okay, smartass. Alright, one ignition coil, two timing belts, and a camshaft. One ignition coil, two timing belts for a V8, and a camshaft. For a V8. was up here. Ignition coil. I need a new battery, a fuel pump, and an air filter cover. Okay, and there's brake stuff that I needed as well. Didn't even get into the brakes yet. A caliper, 2 pads, a disc, and a vented disc. Caliper, hello? Oh. Pad, 2 of those. 1 vented, 1 regular. Alright, cool. So we should have all the parts we need for this car. Now it's just reassembly. Fuel rail. Oh, I needed a fuel rail DI. Whoops. Did I not see that in my inventory? Fuel rail DI. See you later, Amy. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out. Yeah, there it is. Look at that, just totally skipped over it. No additional components there. Let's drop the camshaft in here. See you later, David. Once again, also, thanks for stopping by and hanging out, man. Have I ever worn a wig? Yes. But it was during Halloween. It's not like I wore a wig because I didn't like being bald. My lack of hair has never bothered me. Nor Cappy. I don't know if you heard that or not. But she could be lying. I don't know. She's not lying. Also, I will say, when I wore a wig, I hated it. It gave me headaches. Okay, let's put the water pump in. Got a brand new water pump. Now we can start throwing belts back on. Water pump pulley. Let's put the belt tensioner in. Oh, I did also wear that afro wig in high school. Forgot about that one. Yeah. This one I wore my powder blue leisure suit. No, the afro wig was comfortable. Yeah, it was tight. curious. Making fun of me for being bald and stuff, you know? Yeah. Hello, zoom over there. Fine, I'll do it like that. That was weird. Whatever. Now we're down to brakes. Yes. Thank you. That's okay. The car would have told me it doesn't have any oil. It would have been specific about that. Everything else is good, right? Yep. Where are the brakes bad? Overview? Nope. Oh, wow. All 4 tires have something wrong with them. But I was hoping all the brake issues were under 1 tire. Or 2, maybe. Okay. That being said, I can just turn around and reassemble this. That one's done. Actually, I have the part. I already bought all the parts. That caliper is bad. Put a brand new one on. Just kidding, that one's not brand new, that one's 92%. Right, I put the brand new one up front. Ew. That's all sorts of messed up. Hey. Just kidding. I was testing you. I know. I was testing you again. You failed the second attempt. Where is the oil plug? There it is. You're done. Matt was definitely an interesting kid. Hi, Mom. Poor brake performance, gearbox shifts roughly. I'll take that one. Have I leveled? I think I have. Garage expansion. See, this is going to give me another lifter, a warehouse, and another parking spot in my garage. I want to turn around. Oh my God. Holy God, it's so much bigger. There's an engine crane now. Dude, that is sick. I got a better computer. Nice. I could order parts at either one, which is good because I could come up here and order parts like this. Super handy. Why does this computer have two VGAs plugged in the back of the monitor?
Oh my god, you nerd.
Shut up, I'm a nerd. I don't care. What's this? A warehouse? Okay, this is what I was looking for. This is where I can buy components and store them. No. Wait, what? Are you sure you want to sell the bushing? No. I thought I could move stuff here. I don't understand how the warehouse works. That's alright, I'll look it up later. Okay, so now I can tell this car to move to lifter 2, and I can also pull in 2 more cars. Nice. Tapping sound from the engine, poor brake, car is loud. We'll take that one. What else we got? Bolt Hellcat, that looks sick. Caster Avalanche, control feels loose. Emden Lotz GT. Let's take that one. Alright, cool. Dang. Making sure there's no car in there. I think the amount of parts you can carry in your normal inventory might depend on the warehouse level. What's this second section over here for, though? I was thinking I could go, like, no, I don't want to sell that. I was thinking I could drag stuff over here and get it out of my inventory. Oh well. Not a big deal. Maybe that's what I was thinking. Parts I don't need. I could stick them in there and get them out of my inventory to clean up space. Poor brake performance and gearbox shifts rough. Okay. Ew. Oh my god, they're missing doors. This was the story car, wasn't it? Yes. Make my car work. And give me... I'm missing lots of body parts. Really? Oh my god. So all the parts have to be brand new.
Which means it's going to be super expensive, which is
Yeah, exactly. Let me hit this up with some tools. See if it'll tell me what needs to be replaced. Basically. Examined 0 parts. Awesome. Battery. Yeah, I didn't think it would have an OBD port. It's too old. There's some parts in there they don't actually have names or pictures for. Diasisprisgala and Zamachal. They got problems. Okay, let's focus on this car, because it's the story car. Okay. Okay. There's just a lot of stuff that's jacked. Okay. I definitely need to be underneath this thing, so let's raise it up. Brake performance and gearbox, that needs to be off the ground. Hey, more otters. Welcome. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to take out the steering rack, so I'm gonna have to dismantle all of this, which is unfortunate, but honestly, it'll tell me what is and isn't broken. Take out that tie rod, take out the shock absorber, lower suspension arm, and the knuckle. How much? 3%. On that knuckle? Wow. That's impressive. Steering rack was at 46. That might actually still fly. I'm going to go ahead and dismantle all of this just in case. There's a bunch of bushings in here that I want to make sure are good. There's a bushing there. And a bushing here. There. And there. Let's go to the rear of the vehicle. This is when you start looking at stuff going, how did you get your car here, physically? Like, how did this thing not fall apart on the way here? It helped me, too. Yeah. Yeah. That all looks okay. That all looks okay. Let's take the bushing out. That looks like it's trashed, so let's take that off. One part missing. Whatever this is. I think it's in the front of the car because that's sway bar front end link, and this is the front shock absorber cap. And usually they're all in the same area. I think it might be that radiator fan. It looks nasty. Oh, good point. They could have had the car towed here. Radiator is 46. The fan is 46. So that's not it. There's a couple of rollers there that are trash. They're just barely good enough. Battery out. Whoa. Brake servo is 46. Some parts of the engine it won't let me select. Like I can't select the air filter. It's weird. What about this sway bar? That could be it. Go figure. Well, that's what I thought too, but... Huh. I'm just gonna have to take it all apart to find what one piece I'm missing. The back comes apart a little easier, so I'll just take the back apart first, just in case I find it. Just keep an eye on the numbers. Found it. Okay, I'm glad I started at the back. Gross. Oh, hey, there's still a computer over here, too. Okay. Those are all 46. Those are going back on the car like that. With the amount of things taking apart, if this was real life, it would cost tens of thousands. I don't think it would cost tens of thousands, but thousands, yes. Tens of thousands might be a little extreme. Alright, so rear axle knuckle housing B. Rear axle knuckle housing B. At least my mechanic, if I take my car to him and I'm like, I need everything fixed, I can tell him, you know, just fix everything you find wrong with my car up until this dollar amount. So I usually go and I'm like, everything less than like 500 bucks, just fix it. Don't even call, just do it. And then call me with a price afterwards. That way I don't have to like slow him down. Okay. 2 U-bolts and a leaf spring. Do I need more U-bolts up here? No. 2 U-bolts and a leaf spring and a solid axle control arm. What's up, Dragon? I just searched for the letter U. That was stupid. U-bolt. Leaf spring plate. Solid something? That. Googling the letter U and expecting a U-bolt to come up as your first hit, it's pretty dumb. Alright, solid rear drive axle and a brake drum. Okay. Front steering knuckle C and a bottom suspension arm. Front steering knuckle C, bottom suspension arm, and then I had one of each of those. Bottom suspension arm, that, steering knuckle C. Okay. Sway bar front end link B and upper suspension arm. Yo, what's up, Malik? Long time no see. You too, man. Brake caliper, brake pad, brake vented disc. Just put brake. Caliper. I need a caliper cylinder. If not, it's no big deal. No, I needed a wheel hubcap. That's cool. Wheel hub.
Below it,
That-
instead of the one it comes from.
That's cool. Wheel hub cap, front axle knuckle cover. Wheel hub cap, front axle knuckle cover. Should be it. No, I've got a bunch of tires and tires. Yeah, rims and wishbones. All right, let's go dismantle those. That'll take a engine crane now. I'm glad that they don't move the existing stuff. That's super handy. Let's separate. Actually, that's 46 on all three parts. That one's destroyed. Let's separate that one. Come over here. That one's destroyed. Remove those parts. This one, take that apart. I start work on Sunday. First job at Rubio's. Yeah, the restaurant. Yeah, what is your job at Rubio's? Working at a restaurant is not specific enough. Rim Chapman 15-inch. Rims Chapman 15-inch, 2 of them. Tell us about your first job, Matt. Oh, let's separate parts. Yes, I'm going to tell them in a minute. I'm waiting to see if Malik tells me what he's going to be doing in his job. Cashiering, bussing tables, running food, and refilling various machines. Cool. My first job was also in the food industry. I worked at a technic. I mean, yeah, it was a deli. I worked at a deli that did like big sandwiches and ginormous baked potatoes, like literally the baked potato would be like as big as my head, and they'd split it open and put like bacon and cream cheese and all kinds of cool stuff in there. Chicken, pork, whatever you wanted. And primarily, I started out as a busboy, but very shortly afterwards, I switched to dishwashing because one of the dishwashers got deported. And so I became like the backup dishwasher, which basically meant I washed dishes on all the shifts that sucked. So Sunday after church, I worked for the lunch rush, and I worked most dinner nights. Plus, I was going to school at the time, so I mean, I did what I could, you know. What do we got here? I need a double wishbone shock absorber, a front spring, and a front shock absorber cap. Shock absorber cap, spring, and then it was the wishbone, right? Wishbone. Yeah. I had a little bit of spike of frame drops, but we're good now. Sorry about that. It comes and goes. Alright, now I can put everything back together. It feels weird putting these like really damaged parts back on. God, back up, man. What the hell? Brake drum. Oh, rubber bushings. Nuh-uh. Let's put that shock absorber back on. Leaf spring, U-bolts. If we're going to repair part of your rear end, we're going to put all crappy stuff on one side and all good stuff on the other. Alright, zoom out, bro. What the hell? The game wants to keep me zoomed in all the time. That. We'll put the fuel tank back. And the fuel pump. That on. That's a new arm. I wish we could scroll to the left or something. That shock absorber. Now we'll go for the knuckle housing. Oh, come over here. Solid drive axle, brand new. Brake shoe back on. Now we'll put the drum on. Also brand new. Ah. Forgot these. It's kind of important. Just kind of holds the drive axle to the frame. Put the mufflers back on. I want to be. Sometimes. Middle muffler gets reinstalled. Alright, now let's go back to the front of the car. We're going to put in the cross member again. That had 4 rubber bushings in it. Hello? Over there, please. Please. Okay. Steering rack goes back in. Front sway bar goes back in. Inner tie rod, we'll put the old one over here. Oil filter goes back on. Knuckle. Bottom suspension arm, old one. Outer tie rod, old. Let's put the sway link in there, also old. Shock absorber, old. Too old. Okay. More old bushings. Reinstall that. Knuckle cover, old. Wheel hub, old. The wheel installed, so we're going to skip that, come over here. Alright, so here's where new parts come in. Put that on there. The new knuckle. New outer tie rod. Bottom suspension arm, new. And we're going to go with old bushings. What's going on? People talking about their favorite Star Trek captain, and yet I can't find a place where anybody said, who's your favorite Star Trek captain? That feels weird. Although who am I to complain? I love Star Trek. I know, right? It's a shocker. Cisco is the best. Cisco's is the best because he don't take no shit. If you could have any 2 heroes' powers, abilities, or gifts, which would you choose? That was the question that led to I like Star Trek captains? That's funny. That's not usually how that goes, but alright. Hey Matt, how much would it cost you to have you come up here and change my oil and brake pads? Cody. Yep. The cost of my plane ticket, Room and board. No, I would not want to fry. I would not want to fly. I'd rather him pay for gas. Yeah, actually it would. I'd probably drive up there in 2 days. Hotel, yeah, room and board on the trip up there. Room and board while I'm there. Parts for your vehicle. A hug. Definitely gonna need a hug. Although I'm pretty sure that's the cheapest one.
Yeah. It's probably going to be cheaper just to take it to the shop.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, let's be honest. Just take it to a local shop. It'll be cheaper. Why did I put this fan on? I've still got rollers to reinstall. Put that roller on. I don't know if if they don't have an image for that roller properly, or if like there's a file in my game that's missing. I can't tell. I'll do an integrity check, but normally games won't latch if there's something wrong.
Well, remember was it this car or the other cars that had parts that weren't even made yet?
It was this one, but I couldn't. Oh my god. Yeah, it must not have been happy with some of those 46s. Okay. Body parts. Right headlight, front right door, front rear door, front right fender, rear right door window, front right door window. Oh my god. What kind of car is this? Bolt Chapman. Body. Front right door window. Yeah. Front right fender. Rear right door. Rear right door window. Right headlights. Pretty sure that was it. Aw, Drillian. It'll be cheaper to take it to a local garage, but it'll be worth it more to get you up here.
Well, that's what I said. Eventually, we'll all get together again.
Yeah, just save exactly what Cappy said. Just save up for the next PAX trip, and then we'll get together at the next PAX again.
Well, not the next pack trip we all plan to do. Not
Yeah. Not the absolute next one. Right side mirror. This is another one of those things that's not on the parts list, but they expect you to figure it out. Because see, all those are checked off, but there's a right side mirror that's missing. Like the license plate on the other car. Bolt Chapman right side mirror. You figure that would come as part of the door. Assembly mode. Let's reattach that. Blink. Alright, so lift this back up. Isn't PAX South tabletop based? See, this rim, it doesn't like. The rest of the stuff looks like it's in the rear. Giggity. Let's take this tire off. PAX South was mixed. Both had tabletop and video games. This one would be like all tabletop and no video games. Actually, that might be interesting to you, but that would actually be less interesting to me because that's the part I didn't like the most about this one. No, don't get me wrong. I like tabletop games. I just thought there was going to be more video game stuff at PAX South. It was lacking in some of the stuff.
But you wouldn't just have any.
Right, exactly. Alright, so that should be all the parts. After I'm done with this car, I think I'm going to go ahead and stop, though.
Well, it's 9:45.
Yeah.
It's already late for you.
See, these say 46%, where some of the others did, too. Alright. I'm going to have to go based off of what the car says it needs. Alright. I need a leaf spring plate, a leaf U-bolt, 2 U-bolts, 2 U-bolts and a plate. Leaf, 2 U-bolts and a plate.
When you had to like manifest, it was already, and you started and you put it on the list for you.
That was the solid rear drive axle. What else did I need? Solid rear drive axle, brake drum, solid control arm, and the rim Chapman. Solid control arm, drum. Need another brake drum, and then I need a Chapman rim 15-inch. All right. Let's get back under here. Back to assembly mode. But yeah, if I went to another PAX, I'd really love to go to PAX Prime, but I'm not about to drive to California either. That would be way more expensive. I tell you what, Drillian, I'll win the lotto, and then we'll go to PAX Prime. And Comic-Con. Just let me win the lotto first, then we'll do it. Oh, I need a new rim on that. He says, you have a deal, I'll supply the hugs. Nailed it. Where's the Chapman? New Chapman rim. There, we'll get it balanced. I'm gonna go ahead and just sell everything that's not 100% so I don't have to worry about it. Too many times I'll replace something with like an 89% and it'll just not like it. I'll have to go find the one bushing that I installed somewhere that was 98% and the car wanted 100. That's cool, Julian. I'm almost done actually for today. Hey, that vehicle's done. Yes. Alright, cool. Let's put this car on that lifter. go ahead. Oh, there's a new one. Actually, I'm not going to do that one yet because I'm afraid if I select that one, it's going to single line of text his text box, and then I won't be able to read it. Alright, so that'll be it for tonight, everybody. So thank you guys for coming and hanging out. I appreciate it. And we will see you guys next time. I do need to save, actually. It's been a while.